Alright, I check the time on this. I can't see how much time I've actually got to record. The last one I did, I had to come back after I done the first reading. I don't know about all of this uploading, but that's come up in a 3-part video. Powerful message. So I went back, as I explained in the message again that got cut, about this Queen of Wands energy that I was drawn to just read about. So I pulled some other cards in the deck that was in the last one as I was clearing the table from the first reading. So I left these cards out. Again, I'm going to say Nine of Swords, Death in the Reverse, Justice, Six of Cups, Queen of Wands, Lovers, and the Will. Then I pulled upon the Era cards. I don't know what's the view you can see here. No, you can't even see. I don't want to play around with this too much. But alright, anyway, I'm going to just talk. So, those come out. So I pulled the new Era deck that I've had here. Had it for a while. I've used it once, a few months back, but never really picked them up again until, say, yesterday. Felt drawn to use them now for this part of the reading. And the first card that came up was Strength, the Strength card, and Torment. So it shows me this was the energy. I was asking for the energy of the Queen of Wands. So Strength and Torment came up. It explains the Nine of Swords energy, that is insomnia energy, like that torment. Basically, is what it's saying. That's the energy that the Nine of Swords is explaining. So yeah, Father of Earth came out and Deception. So it shows me that this Queen of Wands, going back to the last reading, was in an energy, probably, I don't know, say denial. Believed a lot of what this Father of Earth energy had to say for themselves, but they weren't genuine. And probably deep inside of her, she knew she had to find the strength to get over the torment that she was experiencing. She knew that there was a happier, something new, there was a better cycle coming towards her, with the cycle card being from the last reading and the last card in this reading, because I know better's gonna come. There's something new coming towards her. Leads me to the next card that came out when I asked to clarify what's coming towards this Queen of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune card. Again, it said Daughter of Air. This is the card that flew out. You'll see in my next video if I get to upload it. Daughter of Air came out. Again with despair. This is somebody who's been through a lot. Like I said at the beginning of the first reading I did, to get to Empress status, you've been through some things. Yeah, and that's me putting it nicely. You've been through some things. This person here, whoever this resonates with, is going through a situation like from the last reading that should have ended. Being stuck in a situation that should have ended a long time ago is torment. That's the card that come out here. It's a tormented energy. It's why she was in this Nine of Swords energy. There was a resistance, but when the Most High says something needs to end, it doesn't matter what no man on earth says, something has to end. So this is the kind of energy I feel like this Queen of Wands energy is in. So as that happened, there was a crash bang in my son's room. Something crash bang fell. Yeah, could be that someone's going through a tower moment at this moment. Because once I pick up my cards, I always say to myself, everything is relevant. Everything is relevant. So that's where I kind of stopped the video. So as I was coming back now, kind of picking up at the energy of the reading, I said I wanted to clarify the Daughter of Wands. So as I went to go and clarify it, I said, not Daughter of Wands, sorry, Daughter of Air. So I just typed it into my phone, Daughter of Air meaning. So if you Google it, you will see. It says here, the working title of her story was Daughter of Air, which are spirits who are Anderson conceived them. Anderson conceived them, can earn souls by doing 300 years worth of good deeds. The story descends into the Victorian moral tales written for children to scare them into good behavior. Anderson, this is blackmail. I don't fully get it right. That's what I got. So anyway, I clicked into it. It's on Wikipedia. You can see it there for yourself, if you can even get to see that. Yeah, it's a better vision to see. So then I clicked into it. It's something about the Little Mermaid Wikipedia. So when I clicked into it, it says The Little Mermaid is literally fairy tale written by Danish author Hans Christian Andersen. The story follows the journey of a young mermaid who is willing to give up her life in the sea as a mermaid to gain a human soul. The tale was first published in 1837 as part of a collection of fairy tales for children. The original story has been a subject of multiple analyses by scholars such as Jacob, and it's naming a few other different names. Discussing an interest, the right tragic story with a happy ending. Let's cover various aspects of the story. So they cover various different aspects of the story, from interpreting the themes to discussing why Andersen chose to write a tragic story with a happy ending. It has been adapted to various media, including musicals, theatre, animes, ballet, opera, and film. There is also a statue portraying the mermaid in Denmark, where the story was written and first published. Look at that image. It almost reminds me of the Six of Swords that came out in the first spread. If you know about tarots, then it kind of reminds me of the Six of Swords energy, a karma space. So it got me really into the energy. Everything is happens for a reason. There was a reason why I was led to this on my phone, read to that story. Who that resonates with, I don't know, but I feel like it's a message for somebody. If you believe in past lives and we've been here and we've gone through certain things before in order to get to where we are right now, if you believe in all of that, then that story could well be for somebody. This is a cycle, it seems like somebody's coming through, but what I'm seeing with the last card that I pulled here, the wheel, it's an end of that cycle, it's an end of that way of living, it's an end of that way of being. And someone is coming to that realization, be it that they've got their own downloads and they understand their path now through what it is that they've been through. Maybe that's the justice that was coming. Maybe that's the justice that's coming. Tell me more please about the justice. Wow. Too many. This is the devil. Flew out in the reverse there. Some of these cards is the first I've seen them, so bear with me if I pause for a minute. Yeah, there's an end. There's an end to some kind of restricted way of living. Toxicity, codependency. That image of the previous card from the previous oracle with somebody underwater is coming up like, yeah, somebody's been going through hard nut time. What's this card? Ace of Air. Someone's reaching a form of like clarity within themselves. They know what they have to leave behind. They know what they have to leave behind in order to go forward to, I guess, what's this love is about. Clarify for me please, the lovers. Again, daughter of air. Someone needs to follow that passion within them. Someone needs to love themselves right here. Tell me more about the lovers. Daughter of air. Oh, well, water in the reverse. Someone has to get over the manipulation of somebody. Father and air in reverse. That's somebody who's manipulative, unemotional, and it's affected somebody. It's affected somebody's mind set, I believe, with the Nine of Swords in there. That I started off with here. somebody's been in a very low place. A very low place for a very long time. Gone through a lot of different changes. Maybe through cycles over cycles over cycles, different times, different eras. Over many things I'm seeing anchored down by, could be even racial, finances, losses, illnesses. But there's a star there. There's always been a wish in the background I'm hearing, or seeing, feeling. There's a star in the back. Tell me more please about the path of water in the first. Daughter of Earth. This woman looks very tired of it all. Look at her eyes. It looks like she's literally had no sleep. Someone could literally be in this energy right now. This could literally be what you see when you look in the mirror, like a tired energy. But already energy. Tired but ready. Tell me more about the daughter of air. What's daughter of air? Daughter of air is somebody ready to take that leap of faith forward. Sharp-minded. Mind intact. Look how this person's looking at that sword. Sharp energy, like, you know when you sharpen up your knife and you're ready enough to go forward. Put the despair behind you. Show me more please. Yeah. Alright, Mother of Air just came out. So now again it's explaining that air energy, Queen of Swords in the tarot. This is not your traditional tarot deck. But Mother of Air, I would say, represents somebody that's willing to speak their mind, speak their truth with justice here. Maybe within a justice situation, somebody was able to speak their truth, speak their mind in a calm way, in a Six of Wands kind of energy, very successfully. Tell me more about this Mother of Air energy. Moon represents your emotions, secrets even. Here I believe it's your emotions. I believe where things is now coming to light, I guess. What happens in darkness must come to the light, they say. 2020 I'm hearing. This is the year 2020 vision. This is the year of judgment. In tarot, I believe the judgment card is number 20. I mean, this is 18, this card. Maybe 18 is relevant for somebody. Or when you break it down, 18 to 9, that's 9. There's some kind of 9 again. There's some kind of completion coming. There's some kind of ending to some kind of cycle. Maybe, and it's emotional. It's a heavy energy for somebody. Somebody's having to take the strength all within them and move themselves forward through whatever this is and however it resonates. But it's taking somebody everything in their power to get to where they are. But they're moving to make a better choice, and that choice is themselves. Like I was saying in the last reading, this person's in their air energy. Again, I said in the last video, swords represent your thoughts, that your mental. This person, her mental sharp. With this card here, this person's mental sharp right now. They done their work. Tell me more about what was being resisted in this situation with the death card in the reverse. My throat chakras going. What was being resisted? Interference. Maybe somebody wasn't seeing what it was that they needed to see for some reason or the other. I'm going to clarify. What's the interference here? Too much people in the nest, I'm hearing. Too much people in the business. Death again in reverse. So death card is clarifying the death card. Someone was resisting this karmic cycle ending. Someone was resisting this justice being served on to whosoever it needs to be served on. Tell me more. What was the blockage here with this? Well, that one flew out. The blockage, full card in the reverse. Could be that someone is scared to take that leap of faith forward. Mate, it could even be to do with a child, a rebirth. Someone was resisting the all new. Maybe somebody was comfortable living within the comfort of the illusion of what they created for themselves, or what somebody created for them. They were resisting it. They wasn't seeing what needed to be seen. Maybe somebody wasn't seeing a baby in a situation, or a birth of something, or maybe somebody wasn't realizing the change within this Queen of Wands, that something inside of her was igniting. However it resonates. I didn't ask something, but the universe came out again. 21. That's like the world card. Again, it flew over onto the lovers and onto the world card. So my son's coming. So yeah, that it kind of shows me that all of this is over with. All of this despair is over with. There's something new coming for this Queen of Wands. What cards do I want to pull? What's coming for this Queen of Wands? I want to pull a moon energy. Although we've got one here from the previous reading, but I want to see what's coming towards her after she's let go of this negativity, because the Empress card was at the bottom of the deck. That shows me that's what she's walking towards. That's what she's heading towards. It's within her reach. It's within her, within her time. It's close. I can't tell you how close, but it's close. It's close enough that I can feel it's close for whoever this resonates with. What's coming towards this Queen of Wands energy? This definitely feels like a divine feminine energy, especially with the Empress card. And for all that she's gone through and moving towards, it definitely feels like she's leaving a lot of hurt and pain and despair and torment, as the card says behind, and moving to an all new. And with the Empress card at the bottom of the deck, it shows me she's in her highest power. She's got through the things that she needs to get through. So what's coming towards this Empress? Says you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. It's that whole confidence. It's that whole ignition within. It's that whole having faith within yourself. Having faith within your Most High, whoever it is. So it says a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. One more card, please. So that's the fiery climax. So the negativity that needs, it's time to release. That's the time is now. I'm hearing the time is now. Especially with the Libra card here. Justice is here. See it there? Balance. Balance, spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. The time is now. Whatever this justice situation is, it's going to bring balance to somebody's emotional state. And it might be a bit up and down. It might have you unsure of yourself, or maybe not unsure of yourself. I'm hearing very confidently going forward to those wish fulfillments. So what's coming in general for this Queen of Wands energy? I'm going to pull some romance oracle. I ain't done reading for a long time, so I'm loving the energy right now. Even though I feel the heavy energy that this Queen of Wands has come from, but I feel like something great is coming towards her. What's coming towards this Queen of Wands energy? There's some kind of resistance. Again, I feel that with the Death card. That's coming towards this Queen of Wands. This could be the one. True love. Maybe she's walking towards her true love, especially with the Lovers card here. Again, Gemini might resonate with some people. True love, bottom of the deck. Express your love, true love again. There's a resistance. It's coming towards this Queen of Wands. This justice situation. Whether this is a karmic justice or whether this is a legal justice, there's definitely a resistance to a reconciliation. So maybe there's that crash again. So maybe the person this Queen of Wands is walking towards, she knows, but there's some form of resistance, and I can see that it's the legal situation that's got her in that push-pull energy. But I see that's coming to a close with the Wheel of Fortune. So what's coming towards this Queen of Wands? This legal situation. Who resonates with Tarot moment? I'm hearing not codependency and getting to know. So maybe with the Air card that came out earlier, there's some kind of realization, some form of clarity of some form of codependency with the Devil card that also came out earlier. Someone's moving away from that codependency energy and maybe moving towards somebody and getting to know that person. It says here, it says getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Again, it goes back to the reading, the first set of the first spread with the oracles, where someone's got a hidden feelings for somebody or emotions and not really expressing themselves due to fear of rejection, maybe through what they've already been through. So it's like, once you step out of that codependency energy, that toxicity feeling of restriction or whatever the situation is, for those that might resonate with, you're going to be going into a situation where you're getting to know somebody. You're going to hopefully get over the fears and express how you feel. I mean, what's the worst that someone can say? You know? Tell me more, what's coming towards this Queen? It's not going to change who you are. Again, chemistry. There's chemistry between you and somebody, but there's also denial and feeling. Tell me more. Look, it's safe for you to love. It says here, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Let me tell you this. Yeah, what we go through, it's not good to move on quick. Let me just explain that to you first of all. But you see, when the time is right, you feel that energy and you know. You understand? Yeah, a situation can go bad. It can go in all different directions brings it to an ending. But never you paint two people with the same brush. ever you do that. Because everybody is different. Until they give you reason to see them differently, everybody's different. Don't miss out on the opportunity of love over fear. Love, like as the card says, love is the highest energy of that's out here. You understand? And if we give up on love, what then's left? What, the materialistics of the world? Come on. Chemistry, like when you share that chemistry with somebody, that's a nice feeling. Don't allow somebody to spoil that childlike energy, that feeling appreciated. You understand? Especially when you know your worth. Especially when you know your worth. It says express your love. Go ahead and make that romantic gesture. But there's every single card here. It's almost like you're like may feel like they're getting a spiritual push to do something, and somebody's been resisting it for a long time. But now is the time. The time has come where that choice. I told you, when God puts people in our path and He wants us to go in a particular direction that He sees us straying from, He would cause a tower moment almost. Not in a bad way, because tower moments are things that's going to bring change. It's down to you, again, how you rebuild that foundation. You can build it with cards, it's not going to be stable. Or you can put in the hard work and set that foundation to how it's meant to be. That's down to you as an individual. But for me, the energy I'm feeling is that there's a connection that is meant to be, and somebody is resisting it out of fear of rejection of somebody saying no. But even if someone says no, you still are who you are. You still continue and do the work that you need to do within yourself. Don't stop loving yourself, because what's for you can't pass you. What's for you will come into you. Once you set, like again, it goes back to the original reading, you set your boundaries high enough and that will come. Once this Queen of Wands energy gets over the fear and moves towards this lover's energy, what's in store for her? What's coming towards her once she's made this choice to start a brand new cycle? Calling in your soulmate. There's greatness to come within a connection. What you've been through is nothing compared to what's to come for you. Believe that. Believe that. It says your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. So it could be that someone else is thinking exactly the same thing as that you're thinking. Just like the first spread said in the first reading. You might just be surprised that you might just send a message and you may just get a message back. And you'd be like, wow, all of that time, like you was in your head about this connection. And you understand. Tell me more about calling in your soulmate. For this Queen of Wands energy. Once you've made a decision, retreat. Oh, let me take them up. So it says retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. That's that hermit energy that I picked up from yesterday, and even slightly in the readings today that I've done. It says make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Again, it's about putting that work into yourself, setting the boundaries, treating yourself how you want to be treated, and even more so. So you see, when anybody sees you from a distance, they know what to mirror, because they see how you stride. You understand? Now, show yourself love and you will receive love back in its highest energy. Chemistry is here. Your soulmate energy is here. But you have to put that love into yourself. It's time to go within, or even time to just speak your mind, talk your feelings, and just spend some one-on-one time with whosoever the energy is that you've been thinking about, aside from this justice situation. Nothing to fear but fear itself. Alright, let me see if I can pull an advice for this. I haven't straightened them since the last shuffle. Still gonna shuffle. Just the advice for this. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. 23. because I said one more and continue to go in. Continue to go in there. Continue to go. 1 second, sorry. Right, these are the cards that's come. Advice for the Queen of Wands, or who this may resonate with. Love it. New beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Again, that's what we've been talking about. It says passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. It says, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. If walking towards this energy feels right, do it. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for life. Again, that's about releasing that negativity. Once you release that negativity, or again back to the pipe work that we was talking about in the last reading, once you unblock that pipe, you allow for fresh water to flow, fresh energy, fresh emotion, youthful energy, like all new. You know, that kind of bounce in your step kind of energy, that glow. Yeah, man. You get all of that. Once you release the toxicity of whatever it is that you're currently in, or what you've been in or come through in your past, you will overcome it. Look back and see what it's taught you in order to go forward for this new beginning that's coming. It's right here. I'm seeing it. I keep getting drawn to the Lovers card. There's some kind of choice that you have to make for your new beginning. But again, the answers are within you. Let me pull one more card from... That was 3 more cards. I read them, but I want to read it from the book. So, honesty and communication again. Expect miracles. Clear, cancel and release. Strength and guidance came out. I just want one card. I want to read it from the book. So just one card that advice for those this reading resonate with. And even though I say Queen of Wands and Empress energy, sorry, I could be talking to male or female. Male or female. Energy is fluid. Thank you. So it says forgiveness and understanding. Sometimes we may not want to understand why somebody does